And we'll see what Gen.G can do. DRX, I mean, if they were able to lane Kingdom in game number 1, these lanes are set up way better to do it in game number 2.
Especially mid and bot.
And the other thing is that Jarvan is going to have such a hard time making things happen with the way that his lanes are set up. So even though there is a lot of late game insurance and even mid game power on this Gen.G team composition, I am not so sure they can stabilize, because mid and bot, they're gonna be they're gonna hemorrhage if Clid doesn't manage to do something super early on, and that amount of loss early should be more than enough for DragonX to convert into a win.
Yeah, and that's what we saw in terms of winning and losing lanes in game number 1 was mid and bot. Just being able to push big advantages quite early on in the game. We're talking like 10 minutes in, 30 CS up, which is not exactly standard. So we are going to be hopping onto the Rift once again. Gen.G on blue, DragonX on red. BDD stealing away the Zoe first pick. Double Zoe first pick, by the way.
She dyed her hair. Now it's like cotton candy. Oh, you know what? I actually really missed cotton candy frappe from Starbucks.
What?
What?
Is that a thing?
That's a thing. Oh, there's a secret menu. Do you know about the secret menu?
Cotton candy frappe?
Yeah, cotton candy. I don't know how to make it. What?
Isn't that like too sugary? It's cotton candy.
Valdez, I'm sorry.
Sugar.
This is the guy that goes through like 6 cereal bars during the break. Isn't that too sugary, LS? Yeah, thank you.
No, I only had 2 today.
Valdez, put the braces back on. Honestly. I've had about
You know,
enough.
it might help. It might help. Ever since getting them off, I'm just like chowing down. It helps because I'm trying to gain weight as well.
All right, perfect.
Good. I'm too skinny. Gotta gain some muscle.
All right.
But, so
you know,
I'm a fan of Java Chip
I am
Frappuccino.
LSAK Love Sugar.
Yeah.
So, you know. Also, Lux support.
You enjoy your energy drinks. You're more of an energy drink guy. I'm not a huge fan. It's okay every once in a while. Like, if I have it, if somebody gives it to me for free, I'll be like, okay. But I don't think I'd ever buy it for myself. You see, Aftershock, this is kind of what the runes used to be when Lux support was really popular, and we were seeing her a lot at the end of last year.
Now, Lux support also just got buffed in 10.4, which, this isn't 10.4.
It's 10.3.
This is 10.3. But I do think that she is viable even on this 10.3 patch, and we just see the scorches on both the side of Gen.G, and this is actually counterintuitive to what their game plan should probably be. There's no way that Zoe should be able to straight up beat Lucian inside of the lane. And then likewise, it should be impossible for Rumble to really move the Mordekaiser. And so having the Scorch Rune thinking solely for lane is a bit confusing.
Yeah, I think you're always going to be confused by Scorch. That's another one of those things that just won't change. As when you look at the numbers, when you do the math, it doesn't amount to much. Pyosik coming down here for a very early gank. Just going to clear out a ward, back away. She's continuing to go into the jungle here. You can see spots the Zoe, moving on over, and now she's going to make her way up here. This might catch BDD by surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Can we, like, rewind and
that was,
do that again?
So Pyosik tried to go for the Mad Life, but from that point, even just getting Zoe's flash would be more than enough for the Lucian to take over the lane.
He was trying to go for the YouTube highlight rather than just the safe winning play, basically.
They call that in Korea the Mad Movie.
Yeah, they do. The Mad Movie.
Mad Movie. As Clid now, born in sin. Here we go. We're going to have to see.
Well,
if they can convince them. Now,
hello.
The problem is that maybe the angle of life.
Oh, he stayed.
Surprised Deft doesn't actually check the brush with the Mystic Shot. And the other problem for Clid here is that the wave is pushing into Lux and Ezreal. He ends up recalling.
Huh.
Rascal. Being a little bit of a rascal as he roams down.
That's a Rascal move right there.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Take another look here.
He says, I'm gonna try. His microphone's so low, I couldn't actually hear what he said.
Yeah, I don't know.
I shouldn't have just predicted. Or I shouldn't have tried to predict it.
Or I should have predicted. No, okay, shouldn't.
As okay, now Clid coming up to top lane, making his presence known. And yeah, this is not the kind of lane kingdom.
Okay, we got a trade up here. This is just one-on-one. Doran's a little bit of trouble, but he finds the Elise quite low. He's going to eat a cocoon as the fast push coming in. They don't want to let them go in here. Big fight in the bottom side, too. Keria is extremely low, has to get healed up. As Ruler has that movement speed, will pick it up. First blood comes in. As now, let's return. Oh, hey, BDD's here. Welcome to the party. That's going to be one. Make it two. Double kill goes over to BDD as this laning stage is looking a whole lot different from game number one.
And well, BDD now with that double kill going to end up returning there into mid lane as things are going much worse for DragonX this time around. So interestingly enough, when Gen.G are in the losing lane matchup, they're managing to win. But we're going to see how this all transpired. Deft and Keria just in a very weird position. Arcane Shift coming in, Deft missing the Mystic shot, not able to pick up the kill. And here, I mean, they are just wedged between the turret. Elise goes up inside of the rappel, but there is nowhere for Pyosik to go.
잡을게 마무리할게 나이스 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 천천히 해보자 역수도 볼
Let's take it slow. After a couple of niceus. Do you like Naisu or Naisa? What's your style?
I like the just keep chewing gum and never say anything
Yeah.
one. That one's good.
So you're a Faker fan?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
All right.
We'll go with that.
I see. There are a lot of fans of Faker.
If Faker has 1 million fans,
I am one of them.
I am one of them.
I love that comment.
I love it too.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Rascal's being a little rascal again. Look at this guy. He's like, no, I don't just exist in the top lane. He's like, rather than just only dunk on Doran, how about I come down into mid and help out my mid laner at the same time?
Yeah, and it's putting a lot of, well, I mean, it's putting a bit of pressure on Chovy as Pyosik is making his way down to the right-hand side. He's going to get that Scuttle Crab. Clid's not going to be able to have a say about it, and Clid looks like he was waiting for the Elise to come. As, okay, well, 1,500 gold lead here at 7.5 minutes for Gen.G. We'll see what they can end up doing. And Rumble, he has the tier 2 boots as his first item, so the mobility really helps him whenever he's trying to chase down Mordekaiser, as well as just any sort of roam that he might end up going for.
Yeah. Or chase down Chovy like he's done a couple times. You know,
And
she had Featherstorm and Flash.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Elise is really trying to sin here this game. Pyosik comes in, clears out the sword, and they might start up the dragon. They might think this is a good idea. The Elise. Did you see Birds of Prey?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay. Well,
When you said that, I just thought of Bird Box, which I did see that, unfortunately.
that was a good... What?
Okay, they're going on in here. Oh, predict Flash for this fight. It's going to go the way of Pyosik. Anyway, Deft is just a piece of paper. Disappears, has no health. And Rascal's back, being a little rascal again here. He's going to find Chovy. And no doubt they're going to look to dive this one as nicely done, picking up the aggro's BDD. And another kill. How about 6-0 now for the side of Gen.G?
And I have no idea what Chovy was just doing. I'm trying to think about it. Because there's no lethal that was possible onto Rumble. Let's take a look at this one more time. So, Chovy is inside of the brush, tries to do damage to Clid and Life. It does, you know, a fair bit of it. Deft able to help out as well. And then Deft flashing away. Didn't feel like he could probably go into the left-hand side. Ends up flashing, didn't have heal available. Pyosik goes down as well. Now watch Chovy here. So Rumble has Equalizer. And Chovy could just keep moving to the right-hand side.
Flash away.
더 가, 형. 더 가도 돼. 나 이퀄도 돼. 나이스!
Should I can burn him if necessary? And at the end of the day, Chovy kind of made it easy for them. Ultimate gonna come out here, bit of grouping up. That's going towards the Rift Herald. That is not going to be successful. Deft almost looks like he was having a little bit of fun with that one. That's never really gonna happen.
Yeah. Definitely surprising. As this game is really just looking over. And when you have a very simple team composition like DRX,
oh, baited so hard. Oh, baited and outsmarted. That's all it took. 4-0.
Rift Herald now going to come out, going to get all 4 of these turret plates as well as the first blood turret. And you know, last series there was the Elises that were getting advantages when the opponents were overextending in lane and doing really weird stuff. This time, it's the more common thing.
No, I choose to ignore this time.
Oh, you choose to ignore
I
this?
choose.
Okay.
It's my opinion. You can't argue with it. It's my opinion.
What about when it's the average?
No. I don't understand averages.
Okay. All right.
I'm just, doing a little bit of role-playing there.
Okay. No big deal.
Yeah. Right now, it's just the Infernal Drake for the side of DragonX. That's all they got. It's not a perfect game, but sure feels like one, as it's extremely one-sided. 5,000 golds here at 12 minutes.
Well, it might not be totally over. Valdez, you don't have to be so pessimistic.
Right, yeah.
As Doran just trying to, I guess, wave clear in. He's going to make way for Pyosik to try to come in here. And utilizing the alcoves. Oh, man.
That is shady.
I think he...
I don't think he saw Elise.
I'm actually really curious, and yeah, this was a really good bait.
Says, go ahead, dash, and dodge my thing. Spooked him after that.
And DragonX now up here in the top lane, but can't do anything. Equalizer just really shuts that entire thing down, and everyone on DRX is just so far behind. Proto Belt first item on Mordekaiser does not scale, doesn't do anything against the opponent's team. I have no idea what Doran's doing with that. Blade of the Ruin King picked up on Lucian. Why does... Did I not notice earlier? Why does Pyosik have boots of mobility? Maybe I'm...
He needs to gank a lot.
Maybe I'm blanking and I just never noticed before now. I don't know. When did he pick that up?
Not sure. I don't remember you mentioning it, so... Deft is dead. How about a 5th kill for BDD? BDD, you're really trying to say, no, I'm the best Zoe. But this game, a little bit different from game number 1, of course. Clid just going to get out of there. Knows he doesn't have much help.
And yeah, there's honestly not much that's going on here in this game. So it really just looks like it's going to be a slow and bloody death. for DRX. Doran might try to fight Ruler, and that would be the funniest thing in the world because Xayah would win right now.
Oh, Pyosik. He's not going to get sniped by that bubble, and he is going to be able to flash the wall and get away. So no 0 and 3 sadness. Chovy does dash away.
Does get 2 of the small wolves.
This kind of feels like the solo queue game where like a couple of your teammates are half AFK, and like there's just like is just an AD carry in the bottom lane just pushing by himself,
Well,
and then like your Pyke is just roaming up in the top lane or something, you know? It feels like one of those games.
What the chat box might say right now in DRX's team. It might say
Open.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. They would say that. Well, after the first couple of kills, they would have said 15 minutes right away.
Yeah.
That's just like the standard. If you ever get behind, always you just say 15 minutes.
As Deft is way too far up in the lane.
Key to Korean solo queue.
Ends up being brought down. Really not much he can do. And this is just a destruction. So, we're thinking about game number 3, and we're wondering, like, what is going to end up being the approach? Does Chovy just play Zoe again?
Yeah,
Not
or maybe
that
they ban it.
Zoe was the full reason that stuff was happening.
But the two of them just look really on point with their Zoes tonight, so you have to account for that. Wow, that the Lux is really doing work there. She hit literally nothing. Good try, good effort, good effort.
That's not effort, it's Keria.
You see, they're both supports.
Yeah,
that's
I get it. Leandre's first item for Rascal. Bit of an intellectual. Perhaps could consider joining the collective at one point. Not really so sure. 5,000, the game is so far gone that what it would take for DRX to come back in this game is Gen.G getting aced inside of a team fight, extremely clean, with minion waves in really good spots, getting all picked up by DRX, bringing it within like a 1,000 gap, and then winning another team fight into Baron.
They basically just gotta hope Gen.G throw at Baron. It's really the only way to get that scenario to even happen. Gen.G get antsy and they're like, oh, let's just do it 22 minutes, and then they get low and DragonX takes them out. But it doesn't look like the game is going in that direction. Chovy once had health, but now does not. BDD 5-0 and 2 is just dunking on people left and right.
And, okay, well, Ruler gonna get that turret proximity gold. He's pushing on up into top. Stone plate almost completed for Clid. This is borderline TOS as far as the game goes. And BDD gonna be getting, I think, Banshee's Veil, second item.
When you're ahead.
Sure. Yeah, when you're ahead, get defensive items.
Yeah.
When you're behind,
Greed.
pure offense.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to take the risk for greeting for offensive items because you have less gold.
And another thing that I see as a common misconception, let's say that Zoe was on the enemy team and losing. A really good item purchase would actually just be Magi Soul Stealer in most cases, even if you have 0 stacks. Because if the sequence of events would end up unfolding that would allow you to come back in the game, Magi's would accelerate it that much faster.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but generally. As 7,000 gold lead here in 18 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
kind of a sad game for Deft's Ezreal.
I feel like this is the, you know, we talk about this sometimes on the broadcast, the Papa Smithy go next fast image.
With the 2 thumbs
yeah.
going, yeah. But for the pros, they're going to use this time to practice being on stage. When is the last time we had a surrender?
That's a good question. I know that it's frowned upon.
Yeah.
I think that you can actually get penalized. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, well, he had cleanse. Okay, culling comes out. That's the real flash out of BDD. Finally, a minuscule, tiny win. Let's take a look at BDD here. You see when he angles his Battlestar back, his mouse is literally right behind his character.
Yeah.
It's not like he drags it all the way back or anything like that. Like, keeps that mouse pointer close.
As, I don't know, are we really waiting for Baron?
I mean, Baron's in 10 seconds. You
Baron,
can't wait 10 seconds.
Why does,
Yeah.
Give me a second here.
Okay.
Let me try to compose myself. Also, hold on, that's another photo. 1 second.
You gotta get the camera out.
Yeah. Perfect. All right.
Merlin
So
Nomicon.
now the Oblivion Orb's really good. An Oblivion Orb would be totally fine because the resistances on the side of DRX is absent. There's no magic resistance. So, Sork penetration boots. That Lux
What?
ultimate. What?
Maybe it's for vision. It's the only thing I can think.
Is very surprising. But completing all the way up into Morello is so bizarre.
Well, I'm glad you got that picture. Add that one to your collection.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's why he bought the Proto Belt. Oh, Pyosik. He's like, no, I do not want to fight this guy. Oh, spotted. This is a sad game for DragonX.
This is actually just depressing.
Yeah, yes.
There's
Like
really
a
nothing that they
beatdown.
can do. They can't walk out. They can't make picks.
Yeah.
I mean, Ezreal doesn't even have his first core item. It's going to be 22 minutes into the game. That is
Or he
how
does, yeah.
far behind DRX is. Chovy trying to do something up in top lane, not really achieving too much. I mean, it's an 8,000 gold lead at 21 minutes.
Yeah, just kind of chilling out over here in the top lane. They were able to take down another turret down on the bottom side. We got a couple of Drakes as well to go until the Ocean Soul does come out. Not like they need any extra stats, but might not even need to wait for that one. As I feel like they could just take Baron, and with Zoe being this far ahead and having 6 kills, kind of just run it down mid and have a more fun time of it.
Well, this is just a lot of posturing, and we have to wonder what is going to end up actually happening and when.
Deft's going Trinity Force.
Okay. He did finally complete it. Andre's also completed for Doran. So there is a universe where DRX steals away the Baron twice.
Yeah, I mean, that universe exists.
And then also steals away the next Ocean Dragon.
No, I don't think that.
That one
universe,
doesn't exist?
No.
Okay.
Only the Baron one. Ocean Drake makes this annoying. There's more brushes to place down wards. They're thicker. When you're behind, it's not a good feeling. Oh, God. Not like this. Oh, the exhaust. Exhaust is really good. But it's not going to matter as they're both going to go down. Zoe goes legendary with a couple of kills. And it doesn't look like he's going to be dying either. Oh, he gets him in the end. Deft really angry. And Doran actually going to pick up a kill here on the backside. Funny how that works. We'll see if he can go 1v3. That is a strong Xayah. And that will be a triple kill for you. And the ace going the way of Gen G. But at least Deft got BDD and denied any more kills. He did go legendary, though, before that did happen. So props to him.
Yeah, and now Gen.G, they're going to end up getting Baron. Curious to see if they will wait the 10-second, or well, actually, no, it doesn't look like they kill it fast enough, so BDD and Rascal are going to end up spawning. Keria, he's going to come over, doesn't have his ultimate available, actually going to help and assist with the leash.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Yeah.
Just thinking. Might as well try.
As Baron now going the way of Gen.G, they're just going to end up recalling and then pushing on for the end of the game. Let's take a look at how this all transpires here. Clid inside of the brush. Bubble landing onto Keria. EQ into Cataclysm. And the follow-up, very clean overall. Deft, though, able to eventually bring down BDD. Got a massive shutdown, but it's really just not enough.
1,000 gold lining his pockets now. He has a Trinity Force. Maybe he can pull off some kind of miracle. That's exactly what it would be if he actually made it happen. Chovy's dead. Okay, he's gonna dash, but there we go. Still has his flash, actually, so he's gonna flash this one. He's not so dead. And Doran might be able to take out Clid, but stopwatch, it's a pretty good item, I've heard. So he will live for now. And in fact, Chovy does survive, so pardon me. But with Baron, it looks like they're pretty strong on the push.
Yeah. They're going to be sieging here with the Zoe. Ocean Dragon has come up, but likely not interested in trying to get it. If they can just get a team fight, they can end the game. It's a 9,000 gold lead here, almost 10 at 25 minutes.
Yeah, that's not normal. That's not supposed to happen in these professional games. And they're not done pushing. No reason for them to go back. Clid is just like, okay, I'll take this one. Let's get the timer started just in case. BDD looking for any angles he can get. Ruler is frontlining against 5.
DRX really just don't want to fight right now.
This is not the way I expected the series to go, by the way.
No.
Game number 1 was pretty dominant by DRX. Like, it wasn't as dominant as this, but it was quite the stomp. And then you get into this game and you're like, well, it can't get any worse. And then the other team does even worse to DragonX. Gen.G just crushing them. To make it into a game where it's like over at 12 minutes and it's like, well, guys, I don't really know what to say. They're just kind of screwed here. So game 3 will be interesting. Is it just blue side that is super strong? Is it the Zoe? Is it the 2-player Zoe that's really popping off? Is it jungle difference?
Well, I think the MVP here, I don't even actually know who I would give it to. I guess BDD would end up getting the MVP at the end of this game, as Gen.G now, they're just posturing for top. They end up getting the top tier 2. And
Mordekaiser, very talkative.
yeah, DRX keen on trying to hold on. Lux Laser comes out. They're going to end up clearing this minion wave.
Inhibitors up. They still have all of their ultimate abilities at the ready. Do Gen.G. Moment's notice. They want to go in on this one. Shot barrage. I don't even think that hit minions. May have hit the rumble though, so he hit something.
Chovy recalling, not sure what he actually just bought. Another wave crashing up in top lane. The same time as the mid wave pushing in. Jarvan trying to escort the bottom super minion wave.
And the Storm does have to come out relatively early, but they're getting poked down now. It's beginning to happen. The slow chipping away at the enemy's armor, but doesn't look like they want to overextend here. They're just going to take that inhibitor. Bottom side inhibitor still has 2 minutes 40. So still a while to go there.
Oh,
hit something.
Well, not able to follow up on it. Pyosik misses the cocoon. And also, Pyosik, I mean, he's down 4 levels to the enemy mid and top. As Deft also down 2 levels as well. Life is even with Keria and Doran, actually even with Rascal. Not the end of the world.
Would be an incredible comeback if they came back from this one. I mean, we're at 29 minutes and the game kind of has gotten into an awkward stalemate.
The really weird thing here is that with these super minions in all the lanes, it does give DragonX the ability to close the gold gap, because every single minute that passes, it's about 400 gold that should go DragonX's way if Gen.G don't do anything about it. Now, obviously, Clid getting this one wave in mid, and so that'll obviously work against it. But if DragonX keep freezing with the super minions, not just eating them as soon as they end up arriving, they can really lessen the gold advantage, and obviously the XP need not an explanation, as Chovy is now ahead of BDD on levels.
XP is a funny thing. As they're looking for the flank now onto Chovy. Well, he's just going to go forward. He says, well, I don't really have any direction I can go.
He just dashed onto the Rumble equalizer.
Yeah, and Pyosik. He's out of this fight for now if he doesn't die. There you go. Double kill goes over to BDD. As Life is going to eat that death chamber. No escape for him. Triple kill now for BDD. He's looking for it. Trying to go for some crazy flash shenanigans. Nice dodge by Deft. He really is angry, you can tell. As Rascal will just pick that one up. No pentakill going to come in here. But it surely will be the ace. As 19-3 at 31 minutes will do the trick. And we will be moving on to a Game 3 here in this series, as the two teams taking massive blows against each other in a couple of games in a row. And now Game 3 kind of remains a mystery. Like, who's going to come out here and do that again? Or